It's official, it has begun. Today is July 19th and the very first Halloween Horror Nights 2024 Scare Zone props have appeared in the park. That's a lot of P's. It is my tradition every year to document the process as they're building up the park and staging it for HHN, and especially the very first official actual prop. We are so excited and pumped. We're gonna check out everything that's new and have a great day, starting with here in the front, the Paris 2024 Olympics medallion, and some more over here. Let's have a look. So these have been here for a while, but now they're covered in huge lighting. Oh my gosh, so much lighting. You see right up in the front here, the Olympics medallion. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. I got so excited to see this. I am so hyped.
Officially Horror Nights time.
It's officially. Official.
Yeah.
You know what this is? The Horror Nights Scare Zone Prop Olympics. We're gonna head straight to where the first props are, and we're also gonna explore to see if there's anything else out. So here in Hollywood, we saw these trusses out like last week when I was here, but they've got some wires now going up to a bunch of lighting up there. All right, that's a start.
Just seeing like one pole and a string and some lights makes me incredibly excited.
Me too.
Like every year I get excited.
Yeah.
Like both of us come and see this.
We do.
And it's happening.
It's official.
Next month.
I think I see it already. It's up ahead in Central Park. I think I see it. I don't know if it's just wishful thinking. Here at the Summer Tribute Store is still here. It's right here in Hollywood, and they've added a few new little props out here. Cute. Looks like there is so much out. All right, this is super cool, and I feel like this obviously looks like it's going to be for Swamp of the Undead, which they have announced. So the description is, in the backwaters of Louisiana, you're about to be swamped by zombies born from the bodies of trespassers killed and dumped in a nearby bog. So this just all looks really swampy, and there's so much out. And I love this mirror effect. So it's like the boat is sinking into the bog, and you could tell at night with the lights that's gonna look so cool. The Universal Media Center is open, and they're kind of using the shade of this to do some interviews with guests, but we can still get a look at it. We've got these like barrels. It looks like just, you know, the refuse that you would find discarded out in a bog. I love it. This Central Park area makes for a great scare zone because of the canopy of trees. It's so woodsy, so it's been like jungly and woodsy and pumpkin-y and all sorts of different things. And I think it's gonna be perfect to be swampy. I think there's so much lighting out, and with like the mirror here, that's a lot of potential. So we've seen these trusses up, but they've added a huge amount of lighting structures to them and some wires going across as well. And the wires kind of go all the way around and connect them all. So you could have all sorts of stuff hanging from there. There are also some very low level lights here. These are like ground level lights, so they could be doing like that laser effect that they often do in swampy type of things. I don't think these are those lights, but these are the kind of lights that could make it all green and swampy and cool. That's very, very exciting. So on the other side, there's another of these sort of sunken boats with the mirror effect, and this platform here between them, you could picture like scary zombie swamp scare actors up there, terrorizing the crowd as they pass through, and more of this sort of corrugated metal that's all rusted, wood, and like just swampy vibes. This is cool, and there's more. Now I will say that these platforms, I don't know if they'd actually hold scare actors, because I'm not sure like if they're sturdy enough. They may just hold props and like monsters, who knows, but they could be adding on to them more. Usually they'll have like barriers up or something, but either way, something is gonna be up above the crowd up here, hovering over the scare zone. And I just love these signs. Pardon our dust, we are in the process of transforming our park for Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event. Another Scare Zone Universal announced this week is Torture Fair, which I am so excited about, because if you know me, you know I love Renaissance festivals. I just love them. And so this one says, come one, come all to the Renaissance Fair. Brave the gloriously gory medieval torture devices till you're put out of your misery. Woo! We've got some more over here, some discarded barrels, shutters that look like they just blew off of houses, some fence that looks like it's just been blown apart, more rusted pieces of metal. So cool. Swamp zombies love this stuff. I bet they have their swamp zombie realtors right now pricing this out for them. This is prime real estate for swamp zombies. And all of the trusses here have huge lighting rigs attached to them and these wires going across. So anything could be hung from those. Could be swamp vines, anything really. Cool. Swampy scare zone. That's just everyday life for us in Florida.
Especially if you're doing stay and scream.
They are doing the media center today. Often you can get like gift cards or special things if you answer questions, surveys and stuff. Usually they don't take Orlando locals, and they're not today too, so. But if you ever see it and you have time and want a gift card or something, it's worth asking. A little bit more here, but I really like these because they look like sort of cypress knees or something, but you could tell they're like swamp boggy stuff. Another sunken boat with the mirror effect. Hi. Let's make HHN swamp selfies a thing this year. And some more of this. I was taking a swamp selfie in the mirror. Someone saw, came up and started doing the same thing. So I think we are starting a trend this year. Just don't step on the actual wood. Like don't touch or step on the props. As long as you can be far enough back that you're not touching it or disturbing it. I'd love if y'all tag me in your swamp selfies. And you can kind of see through this netting that there's more lighting back there. So it looks like these will be backlit and look so cool. We've got more here. I love how they make this like aged patina look, you know, like everything's just worn over time and like
It's just that old.
Disintegrated, maybe. Oh, and then there's more. And I love the boggy swamp stuff they've put onto the mirrors. So this one, I mean, I don't see how this could possibly have scare actors standing on it, at least on this side. But maybe something, you know, props, zombie things, swamp things, you know, the huge stuff like that. But this looks great. This looks so good. This is very promising. And like I said, this part of the park has a canopy of trees that just work perfectly. When they're all lit up, I can already tell this is gonna look amazing. I'm so excited. It usually takes at least a couple months to set the park up and stage it for Halloween Horror Nights. This is July. This is like close to the end of July. It's July 19th today. And the event starts August 30th, 31st, the end of August. So, you know, it's not even that long now until it starts. And there's a lot to go. We know there's a lot to go. So they're gonna be working fast now, and I will keep bringing you updates, at least like one a week of what they're doing in the park. But the first one is always like special and magical. So let's see what else they've got in the park, Swamp Zoms, my fellow Swamp Zoms. So we have the relatively newly opened DreamWorks land over in this area, over by ET, and we know we'll be entering some haunted houses from over in that area. So that should be interesting. Today we've got parks open till 9, Islands of Adventure open till 10. I love it. Nice long park hours. Let's continue on our hunt. On a hot summer day, there is nothing like a Duff in Moe's, so we're gonna have one. We have the Homer Distinguished Gentleman booth, so it has been quite a while since we've had a Duff, right? But it kind of goes hand in hand with HHN, like Scare Zone stuff. Not Dufftober time yet, but soon. Cheers. It does cool you off, right?
Yeah. That's what I look like right now, just a little more sweat.
A little more swamp zone.
Yeah, I'm getting in theme of the Scare Zone
Me too. It's so cool in here because it is like you are having a drink in Moe's in The Simpsons. Cheers, Barney! If you're a Simpsons fan, definitely stop in. They also do have non-alcoholic drinks like the Flaming Moe, which is really fun. So this is interesting. You may have heard about this big global outage going on because of CrowdStrike. Like airlines had planes on the ground and even affected some theme parks like overseas Disneyland and some overseas Universal parks. And Universal has on the website today, like at the top of the website, it says, "Our resort is open and operating today. We are aware of a global IT system outage. Universal Orlando Resort is open and operating today. Our teams are resolving minor issues due to this outage." That's crazy. But also, Universal posted a crazy good ticket offer for Florida residents today. I thought I should mention, if you are a Florida resident, so it is get a single 2-park unlimited days ticket and visit Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure as many times as you like now through December 18th, 2024 for $199 per adult plus tax. Like, $200 for basically an annual pass from now to December 18th. It doesn't include separately ticketed events like Halloween Horror Nights, but it's basically like a half-year annual pass. That's a crazy, amazing deal. So if you're a Florida resident and you're not a pass holder, look that deal up. And it starts on, like, you have to pick your day that it starts, and then it starts from that day forward. So I would jump on that as fast as possible. It's a great deal. And they just announced it today, so table up for grabs, we're going. All right, feeling good, right?
Feeling good.
Cooled us off in there, but it's a shock to the system when you come out and it's like, ah! All right, let's continue because we know there's more. All right, let's go. We've reached the former Fear Factor stage and we got an announcement today. Back here at this stage is where they've been doing Nightmare Fuel the last few years, and we got an announcement that Nightmare Fuel will be back this year as Nocturnal Circus. So it's going to be like a nighttime circus-y themed thing, and it says, step right up to a dark circus, a new nightmare that carries with it a sinister curse. It's a thrilling spectacle of pyro and aerialists. So sounds good, sounds similar to what they've been doing the last few years, but with a new theme. They do like magic tricks in this show. It's really fun and really cool. So yay, that was the announcement today. We're still waiting for a couple more scare zones to be announced. Creature, is there anything in Diagon Alley to look at? He said yes. He said yes. Oh my gosh, what is he doing? Okay, we'll go. You know, the first time I came here, I didn't know where the entrance was. We're coming in the weird way. I think the reason Creature told us to come into Diagon Alley was to see this. And what this means is most likely, they haven't announced it yet, but last year this setup was for the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley. They're such a fun, creepy addition to Halloween Horror Nights. They're usually something like special that's like unannounced, or they announce it at the last minute, but clearly they've got the setup going here. So I think we can safely assume that they'll be back this year. And they kind of roam around, they pop up periodically. There'll be like fog and lighting and cool stuff, and they'll pop up and kind of like mess with the crowd and stuff. So it's something extra going on. Diagon Alley is generally not touched by Halloween Horror Nights. Like, you can come in here and it's just regular old Diagon Alley, super cool, like at night, awesome. But yeah, this is a nice little touch. I love this.
He did not trust her. So I asked him something that would enable him to go forward in that place without being followed by death. What? And most unwillingly handed over his own cloak of evil. Each for his own destination. First, where he sought out a wicked with whom he was bond.
It's such a good show. It's kind of easy to miss the entrance to Diagon Alley, so just follow the crowds, and there's more than one entrance, so awesome, that's gonna be fun. We've got some more as we're approaching San Francisco. So last year they had a peacock bar back here, and this was kind of like a photo op where they had characters out, like different, you know, Blumhouse characters and stuff. So they may do the same this year, hopefully do like a peacock bar back here and have some character meet and greets. That would be really fun. I mean, having this out kind of does make you think it's gonna happen.
Do you think David Pumpkins is coming back?
I don't think we'll ever get David Pumpkins again.
I don't know, he could be.
He's a national treasure.
If he's here, you know where we're going first.
It's crazy how popular he was, right? Like, you wouldn't expect it, like a Saturday Night Live skit that was just so funny, but like dumb, but funny.
I did not get a picture with Halloween Horror Nights David Pumpkins.
The main day we saw him, that we ran up to get a picture, like I got my picture, I got one out, and we thought, all right, now, you know, Sam will get more pictures, and he ran away.
Ran away.
David Pumpkins?
He was mysterious and he was his own thing.
He's his own thing.
How's it hanging?
You know what? It's hanging 100 flights.
I'm David Pumpkins.
But I seriously have some questions.
Preguntas?
Sí, tengo preguntas. But David is Pumpkins!
I'm David Pumpkins, man!
love if we got him back. And I mean, he's kind of an icon in his own right. So anyway.
I hope even to have like another bar with different characters.
Yeah. Something that funny though.
Yeah.
Like adding a little humor into Halloween Horror Nights, I think it does something. Like fear and humor mixed in comedy.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Us maybe a comedy sketch. No.
Pretend Helen Hunt.
We got some more like stuff up here. So yeah, you know how sometimes we see trusses and you know it's just a stick, maybe with some lighting on it. Well, this is a mega truss. This tons of lighting up here, a big giant square up in the heavens. So definitely something's gonna happen here. Some signs, some lights, some props, some cool stuff. This is very exciting. The park just gets completely transformed for Halloween Horror Nights, and day guests who aren't attending the event can benefit from seeing like a lot of the cool stuff that's out. But they'll usually cover up anything that's like super gory or scary, but there's more here. They've got a big thing here that looks like it could be like a stage for characters to stand on maybe, and they have tucked away the cars that are usually out here to make space. Turn down for what? Like for what though?
It feels weird to see this empty.
Yeah, it does. Very interesting. So they have announced a closure for Fast and Furious Supercharged during Halloween Horror Nights, and we think it may be because they used. But last year they used part of the line and the ride was still open.
I wonder if they're gonna like route it
do
differently.
some, yeah. Who knows the reason? Maybe some Horror Nights related, maybe not, maybe partially. I don't know, but
the cars are gone.
The cars are gone. I mean, I don't know why, but I feel like the medieval Renaissance Fair torture scare zone will be here in this area. I have no basis for that. It's just a weird hunch. I could be completely wrong. You're right though. This has now changed my opinion. Maybe not. Maybe New York. It looks like the Beat Builders setup is back. They were temporarily in City Walk for a while they were doing something. I don't know what. You never know what the Beat Builders are up to. They're building, they're beating, but they're back. Maybe it'll be in New York, the Renaissance Fair one. But we're gonna walk through the New York area, summer crowds. So the one thing we can see in the New York area is tons of new lighting up at the tops and high levels of the buildings and on poles and stuff. So there is lighting being put up, but no scare zone props yet. We'll keep our eyes out for that. Now here in Sahara Traders, this is the gift shop for Revenge of the Mummy. They have a new Halloween Horror Nights display. Let's check it out. This shop is where Revenge of the Mummy lets out. So when you exit the ride, it's through this gift shop and it's monster themed, which I love. It's like year-round, spooky vibes, so cool. And besides the Five and Dime and the All Hallows Boutique, this is another place where you can get the newest Halloween Horror Nights merchandise, as well as a ton of cool classic Universal Monster stuff. Oh, how cool! They've even lit it with black lights. Here, they've got a black light on them to show you what they look like. So let me give you a little bit of a close-up here. They're just all glowy and cool. This one really looks like it's really, really glowy. And then they're gonna glow even more at the event because there's like black lights and dark lighting everywhere. This is a cool display. This isn't everything, there's more at the Five and Dime, but these are kind of some of the major new shirts. So far we have 9 Halloween Horror Nights houses announced, and there's one more announcement to go. We're still waiting for a few more scare zones too, but we're very close to having all the information for this year, the 33rd year of Halloween Horror Nights, or HHN, whatever you want to call it, here at Universal Orlando Resort. The Mummy is one of our favorite rides, definitely a favorite here at Universal. It's a great roller coaster with like effects and heat and oh, so cool. There was a period of time where this store was a classic monsters tribute store, and it was so cool. I do have a video of that. I feel like that's one of those things that's like a moment in theme park history because it was during a strange time. As a lover of classic Universal monsters, I'm glad I was able to document that. It was really, really cool. If y'all remember the Twister Ride It Out attraction that used to be here, you hopefully know by now that Sam made a history video on it, and hopefully you've seen our recreation of the pre-show. We had a lot of fun doing that. We appreciate all the love and support we've gotten on that. Maybe one day we'll remake some other classic pre-shows of extinct attractions we miss. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes through here. We had the Ghostbusters show, through the years. And the New York Public Library facade, which you can't help but think of Ghostbusters when you see that. Plus millions of other things, of course. But there is a little other Ghostbusters nod here with this Above and Beyond Paranormal Travel Agent. Love that. And we'll be excitedly awaiting the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, which we think will be in here because they've been doing the Halloween one in here and the other holidays in the one in Hollywood. So we'll see. As soon as that's open, you know, I'll come give a tour of it. I love that we have so many traditions here at Universal. It's like truly, we feel like, I don't know, it's like a home away from home. We love it. The stage area is decorated for the Olympics 2024 up here, and they've got a new food truck, Taste of Paris. That's cool. They have an all-pulver burger, some mocktails and cocktails. Oh, that's cool. We'll come out and try that soon. Another thing they've got over here is there's a sign here that says chill out in the cool zone, and they have big giant fans blowing. Power breeze, and there's a bunch of people enjoying it. This is so cool. Nice. And in case you're interested, they do have some Olympics merchandise in here. Team USA. That's cool. There's actually quite a bit too. Well, that was a lot of fun. Well, that's it for today. This is a tradition and a series that I do every summer, showing you as they bring the park to life, stage it and build it up for Halloween Horror Nights. They start to build the scare zones, usually in the summer. They've got to have them ready by end of August or early September when the event starts. We are huge Halloween Horror Nights fans, as you know if you're here. I don't know, maybe you're new and you don't know, but we are. But yeah, my love for the event has grown through the years as I've learned more about it and like the lore and the history and all of that. And it's just such a fun thing. It really is a world-class event. And I know that not everybody likes horror and scary stuff, so I try to show the event from multiple angles so that everybody can enjoy and at least appreciate it. One thing that I think we can all appreciate is the artistry, the creativity, the world building, the way that they create these stories. They either bring stories to life from like movies and video games and TV shows, or create all original stories that they bring to life, which is, I mean, it's something that, like, there's a lot of theme parks and attractions out there that do Halloween events, but I think Halloween Horror Nights does it to a level. They've been doing it for so long that they have all this experience and people with institutional knowledge of the past years that can bring this to life in a fascinating way. If you even love like fantasy, makeup, set building, any of that, I think you can appreciate what they're doing here, and those are some of the things that I appreciate about it. I do love spooky, scary stuff in Halloween as well, but on another level, I just love like theme park, world building, behind the scenes, seeing how they create and bring stories to life and all of that. So I hope that that comes through in this and is something of like a different and fresh take on this event. So we continue on our fun summer of theme park updates and cool things going on. I just love to bring all of this to you, so thanks for being here with me for it. There's so much coming up. It's gonna be an exciting rest of July and August. Oh my gosh, it's just so many cool things. So thank you for hanging out with me. I'm sending you a ton of love. I'll see you for the next video, and until then, as always, stay tuned.